Hey everyone, I'm Ghost Turbo and welcome back to another episode on the family server. In our last episode, we built a fantastic entrance to our base, and then we built this beautiful bamboo farm. She's not the most efficient, but she's going to get the job done. And between episodes, I did a little updating to this. So basically what we got here is automatic feeders of bamboo into my super smelter on both sides over here. I've also done a little clearing out, so I've cleared out the stairs that come down here now. So let's go check out our bamboo collection, see how that's doing. Alright, so we come in this room, we can check out, we got a load of bamboo. In fact, I've created myself a shulker box filled with scaffolding, and I've been loading up my smelter with fuel. And I decided I didn't want to do that manually anymore. So underneath here, I built some, you can actually see right through here, there's some beautiful redstone down there. And if I press one of these buttons, it's going to automatically fill up my super smelter with bamboo. So let's click it now. You should hear all sorts of things happening. And we're going to go up around here and see if it's filling up. I haven't actually tested this yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work. So if we come down here, yeah, you can see the fuel pouring into the chest right here. And then in a second, we should see our hopper take off and go fill all the lines of fuel. Let's just check out one of these. Yeah, this one's already full, but we have backup, and that's here. So these are going to get filled up pretty quick. So let's see if this thing wants to take off. And there it goes. Sweet. So now we got an automatic refill system. All right, so in this episode, we have some plans. One is we are going to, well, near complete. We're going to really put some work into this lower level down here and make it look absolutely fantastic. So we're going to clear out some of this up here, but it will still be 2 floors. And we also are going to create ourselves a black dye farm. We need lots of black, and our Wither Rose farm just was completely unreliable. So we're just going to give ourselves a brand new farm, and that's going to be an ink farm. We'll do that today. So let's get started. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to mention. Check this out. So all of our chests have been moved, and we took out our sugarcane farm, and we actually relocated that. So let's go check that out really quick. I put it down where our collection system is for our slime and our gunpowder. So we're just gonna dive down here real quick. All right, so check this out. We basically quadrupled our farm size. So it's still not the largest farm ever, but it's still way more than enough. And yeah, so as you can see, we have our collection system on each side over here. We have a lot more storage now, and then if it ever gets down to here, which eventually it will, we'll turn it into bone meal. Same thing on this side as well. And we decorated this room a little bit. It still needs a little bit more work, but that's not for this episode. That's for future me. Anyways, let's take one last look at this cave before we completely transform it. And one thing I'd like to note is, look at all these dirt blocks around here. I have to say that Endermen are just the filthiest creatures in all of Minecraft. Let me know if you guys agree down in the comments. But anyways, without further ado, it's time to get digging. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check it out. What do you think? Man, I sure had a blast putting this thing together. Let me give you a tour. Just come on in here. We can now climb up through here and get to here. And this will eventually go back to there, but for now, it doesn't really go anywhere. We can go up the stairs and then up this ladder, and we're up to the top floor. Come back down here again. We made some more paths, so now we have an official path to our super smelter. And you can see the inner workings of here. We'll close some of this off so that it looks a little bit cleaner in the future. We made this little path back here. This is something simple for now. We'll probably make it look nicer in the future, but for now, we have more plans, so we aren't going to spend a whole much more time making that look any nicer. So yeah, we have one on this side too. Comes down in here. And let's go back up to the top. Take a look at it from up there. Pretty sweet. Oh yeah, that middle section. Let's go check that out. We'll just fly on down and through here. Looks like I looked at Enderman. What a jerk. Come on. You're gonna come up here. Come up here. All the time in the world for you. Oh, he's too stupid. Well, check this little room out. This is going to be our map room in the future, but you got a nice little view of what's going on in here, and there will eventually be some more stuff down in this bottom section. Man, that Enderman is so annoying. Not to mention all the dirty, filthy dirt blocks he leaves everywhere. Jeez, what a jerk. Anywho, we need to get started on our next project, and for our next project, oh, there you are. Yeah, come here. Where are you? Thank you. Our next project, we actually need to go down to our trading center. Mojang is planning on changing the way villagers work. And so what we need to do is we need to get ourselves a whole bunch of books and maybe even get ourselves more villagers to put down here, because they're gonna make it a little more difficult for us to get villagers. I don't know if they're going to update current villagers or not, like the ones that already have trades. I think they'll probably leave them, so it might be a little bit moot getting all these extra books we're about to get. But we're gonna load up on all these books and all the gear, so we have some villagers down here that can trade for armor and tools and stuff. So we're gonna load that up, and then I was thinking about adding a second layer of villagers on top where we can start pulling those down, and this just kind of have them prepped and ready to go in case we need backup villagers. We have so many villagers up there, it's kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to do a bunch of trading. I've already gone to the emerald farm and collected a whole bunch of emeralds, so we're ready to do some trading and get ourselves a lot of books. Let's do it. Alright, so we have loaded up on books. We hit them under here, so every one of these little villagers has their own double chest. And yeah, so we have like, 1,000 books at this point. This thing goes all the way around. And then we also collected a bunch of swords and axes from this guy. And then down here at the very end, we got some shovels and pickaxes. So let's see how many we got down here. So yeah, that ought to hold us off for a while. You have basically the same amount of shovels as well. And then we loaded up on armor as well. So we have all this, and then we have another double chest filled with it too. So we're not going to spend the time to enchant them all right now. It's just not necessary. I do have 109 levels, so it probably would be good, but I don't think it's that important right now. We also went around and labeled everything. This structure here still isn't updated with the my full design, so it doesn't have the right palette yet. You can see this is blackstone back here, and I changed that to dark prismarine. But we still have plans for this area down here. We're actually going to put a pretty sweet little portal down in here, and we'll make this look a lot nicer in the future, but that's a problem for another day. The problem for today now is to go get ourselves an ink farm, and I think I found the perfect location for that. And let me just go up and out, and we'll take a look at it. All right, so let's fly on over here, and this right here is a river, and it's pretty dry over here. And then, yeah, there's a little bit more river over here into a lake. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in, just land here real quick, fill in most of this water, and then we're going to build ourselves a squid farm here. Because it's so close to our base, it should be running pretty much all the time. So that's why I'm building it here, not out in the middle of a desert that has a river, even though that would be more efficient. But over the long term, just having this run all the time is just going to be great. And we can expand our storage down below there too. So that's our plan. We are going to start filling this in and get this thing going. I'll be right back. All right, so we've completed our squid farm, and as you can see, we got some water columns here. The squid will spawn in the water column, and then it'll just swim off to the side and fall down there and go splat. We just got a little collection system down there that's going to collect everything. Pretty straightforward. So I'm going to do a little AFKing, let this thing run, see how many ink sacs we can get, turn that into black dye, and then we can make more of this stuff right here, dark prismarine. So that's our goal. But that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button and, of course, subscribe for more content like this. Thanks. Have a great day.